if somebody's in that process and they're in that hearing process and they have that debt, so they probably have that little fear voice in the back of their mind that's saying, but what about this?
Mm-hmm.
But what about that? And I think everybody has it in some capacity. How do you I don't want to say silence, but how do you separate out hey, here's what God's calling me to do from the voice of fear, like to know which one is from God, essentially?
Yeah, I think it's a great question. I think there's two things with that. One is that we talked about this past weekend, is that the voice of mammon speaking and giving you a reason to go, hey, no. And so, which is big. All right. And the voice of mammon, which is interesting, as we talked about, the voice of mammon will most likely got you into the debt in the first place. All right. I know there's some exceptions. Okay. So hear me on that. I'm not saying,
Yep.
All right. But so you know that's not good. The other reason is that God will always lead you to honor him in that area of your life. He's not going to go, hey, I said this is the starting point. Oh, by the way, but this is an exception for you. It doesn't matter. It's there, and it's there for inviting him in. And people will go like, yeah, but that would take faith. Yeah, that's the point. That's why I did it that way. And so we get to experience him at a deeper level and all that stuff. And all those fears that bubble up, what do you do with those? You talk to God about them. Hey, God, I'm afraid of this. Hey, God, you engage in conversation with God rather than hide it and pretend it's not there. You wrestle with God with that. And that's where the starting point is with that conversation.